Hey guys, it's Margie, and today I'm doing a movie review of the 1988 film Mystic Pizza. Okay, this film starred Annabeth Gish, Julia Roberts, Lili Taylor, Vincent D'Onofrio, William R. Moses, Adam Stork, Conchata Ferrell, Johanna or Joanna Merlin, John Fiore, Jean Amoroso, Sheila Farini, and Janet Zarish. Whoo, the names. Okay. It was directed by Donald Petrie, who also directed Turner and Hooch, Miss Congeniality, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Music was by David McHugh. Cinematography was by Tim Surstedt, who also did the cinematography for The Wedding Singer and Little Miss Sunshine. Edited by Marion Rothman and Don Brashew. And Don Brashew also edited Under Siege, The Fugitive, and Volcano. And I've done a previous review of Volcano. Written by Amy Holden Jones, who also worked on the screenplay for Indecent Proposal, Perry House, Randy House, and Alfred Urry, who also worked on the screenplay for Driving Miss Daisy, and produced by Mark Levinson, who also produced Home Alone, Samuel Goldwyn Jr., who also produced The Preacher's Wife, and Scott M. Rosenfeld, who also produced Home Alone. Okay, friends, so the basic plot for this one is that there's these three girls, two of which are sisters, and the two of them are sisters, and one of them is just a friend. They all work at this little pizza shop called Mystic Pizza in the town of Mystic. And it's the story of love and life and hardship, and it spans about probably around a year or less of their lives, and just kind of journeys with them as they decide what their future holds and blah blah blah. Okay, kind of a coming of age, but not really. Let's get into performances here, guys. Annabeth Gish plays the oldest of these three girls, named Kat. I thought she did a really, really good job. However, nothing really wowed me, but she, totally met all the requirements, did everything I could, which she did with the role. And, I think that because of this, she has had a good career in film. But I think she totally walked on and did everything that was asked of her, and just did a good job. Yeah, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, superb, but it was very good. I'm going to hold out Julia Roberts. I'll come back to her in just a minute because I want to talk about a couple of the people first. Lili Taylor did very well in this role. This is like her type of character, like the nutty, crazy, flighty, I can't decide what I want type of friend. There's a reason that's her type of character. It's because that's what she absolutely kills. And she did such a great job in this role and made her character very endearing. The guys in this movie, let's talk about them. Vincent D'Onofrio did very, very well. Most of you know him from Law & Order Criminal Intent. I did not recognize him. Actually, I was like, oh my gosh, because he was so different looking when he was young, but he did a really, really good job. Really good. I really enjoyed his performance. William R. Moses did very well. Again, did everything that was asked of him. I don't think there was anything else he could have done. Same thing with Adam Stork. Adam Stork did a really good job. I really enjoyed his performance. Okay, Conchata Ferrell, I want to mention because you're not losing your mind. This woman has been in so many films. She's always like the aunt or the mother or the matriarch. She's very nurturing in movies, and she's very bossy, but everybody loves her. She plays that type of character all the time, especially in the 80s. She's in everything. So she was in this. She did a great job, as she always does. Last but not least, Julia Roberts was in this film. This is her second major role, and aside from a couple TV appearances on the side, this is one of her earliest film debuts. I thought she did very, very well, and I totally see how the directors for, Pretty Woman and all those early films that she did totally selected her because of this role, because she plays a very sassy girl with an attitude that is very beautiful and knows it and wants to have a good time. And I thought she did really, really well depicting her character. Now, honestly, there was nothing that blew me away, but again, this is like so early in her career, and I thought she did very, very well considering the rookie that she was, and this was just a total springboard to move on to do bigger and better things. And I really did enjoy her performance, especially considering I really don't think she had a clue what she was doing, but she did very, very well in this role, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, guys, let's talk about some direction. I thought the directing for this was good. It's not great, but it's typical 80s teen movie. I mean, it's nothing really special. I will say this, the direction and the type of movie this is really reminded me of Steel Magnolias, which Julia would also star in like soon after she completed this role. I enjoyed the directing. It wasn't great, but it was, you know, decent. The music for this I thought went very well because the composer really played on the Italian themes with the pizza. Other than that, I think he was kind of at a loss. But he definitely played off that, and that was good. So, bravo. Cinematography, I thought the cinematography for this was good. Again, nothing really blew me away, but he definitely did everything that he could, considering. I liked the editing in this movie because it did not drag, which was great. Pleasant surprise, because I started thinking about it and I thought, this may be a great movie, but I'm just anticipating it to like lull in the middle. It didn't really lull for me. I thought the pacing was really good and kept you following the story. So good job to the editors. And obviously Don Breshew knows exactly what he's doing if he edited Volcano and The Fugitive and Under Siege, but really The Fugitive because, hello, it's The Fugitive, right? Okay. Yeah. The writing for this was good. I really didn't laugh. I didn't find very much of it funny. But it's not really a ha-ha type of film. Still, I felt like there were a few moments where I should have laughed and I didn't, but I definitely was entertained, just because I wasn't laughing. And this is not all just a comedy movie. I would say, again, it's kind of a coming-of-age type of film. I enjoyed the writing for this. It wasn't just like, it definitely didn't stand out as bad. It didn't just blow me away, but it was solid. It was very, appropriate given the tone of the film. Absolutely. Okay, guys, let's jump into Parents' Guide for language. Language is more than you think, actually. For me, I was expecting not that much language considering the type of film. 5 uses of the F word, 10 uses of the S word, 3 uses of B, 1 use of GD, 1 use of D, 10 uses of A, and 5 uses of H. 3 religious explanations, 8 sexual references. Yeah, and by that I mean like terms and, that type of stuff. Okay, moving on to the drug and alcohol, there is a good deal of drinking in this. And just like our idea of a good time is to go out and get wasted on Friday night. Like, that's just typical. There is smoking in this film. There's no like drug use though, like narcotic use. As far as violence and gore, I cannot think of any, actually, which is nice. But as far as the sexual category, there is infidelity. A character in the film sleeps with a married man, and it is implied that 2 separate couples have premarital sex, but nothing is really shown. There's a scene of a couple in bed together, but they're totally covered up, like shoulders up type of thing. Special note time. I really don't have very many special notes for this, other than the reason that I watched it is because of one person, that is Julia Roberts. I'm really trying to familiarize myself with her work, as well as you know, all of my favorite actors work, as always, but anytime I have a chance to see a movie that she's in that is clean enough, I will usually take advantage. So I totally took advantage of this. I really enjoyed seeing her. My gosh, she was so beautiful when she was young. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, her hair. I'm just like, oh, Julia is beautiful. I'm just saying. Alright, anyway, she's so pretty. Oh, I'm just like, I just want to be you right now. It's really annoying. Anyway, yeah, so Julia was basically my only incentive to see this movie. Honestly, just being honest. But hey, it was nice to see more cinematography by Don Breshew too, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, guys, I'm giving this movie 2.5 stars out of 5. Would I watch this movie? I would say no. But, and honestly, like, well, okay, if I knew what I knew now, I probably wouldn't have watched the movie. However, as I just said, I'm trying to familiarize myself with more of Julia's work, so of course I wanted to see it. So of course, I would say only watch this movie if you're a huge fan of Julia. Even then, you might be somewhat disappointed, but my gosh, this is like one of her earliest films, and I certainly thought she did very well in the role. So, yeah, I would say, but otherwise, just like, hey, it's a Friday night, I want to watch something, I would not recommend this, just because to me it was kind of a letdown. But it will keep you entertained. It's not like it's just a total bust, you know, like I was not bored during the movie. It was over and I was like, eh. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching my movie review of Mystic Pizza. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and I'll see you guys next time.